The Nintendo Switch eShop summer sale is massive, and today I have 20 games for you all, covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. My name's Alex, so this is SwitchCorner, and if you do enjoy the video today, consider subscribing and liking the video. It helps out the channel a huge amount. I also have 2 winners to announce for 2 $10 eShop gift cards later in the video, and 2 more to give away. To enter, drop a comment down below, and those winners they'll be announced in next week's video. Ultra Age to kick us off, and this is an action-packed futuristic game where players assume the role of Age, a young soldier tasked with saving humanity. Now in this world of mutants and powerful robots, they threaten the survival of humankind. With stylish combat reminiscent of Devil May Cry and even RPG elements that involve collecting resources to modify weapons, I think this is well worth a look. We also possess a wire skill for both traversal and combat, which is good fun in opening up this world. While the game can be challenging at times and resource gathering may feel tedious, I overall just really enjoyed it. It also then includes the Rebirth project and roguelike expansion featuring new monsters, bosses, an enhanced upgrade system, and new blade affinities, that is, the upgrades and different styles of attacks. 60% off then, and that is a new low price. To Yomi is here with a new low price, 40% off, and while the combat system may feel sluggish and clunky at times, there is no denying the stunning black and white visual style is incredible, even if the Switch resolution does harm it slightly. The story then is influenced by Akira Kurosawa, and it follows our mission to help our village, which a warlord has attacked. This actually results then in a journey to Yomi, the Japanese land of the dead. With multiple endings to discover, the game offers around, I'd say, 4 hours of gameplay, and it combines 360-degree exploration with 2D combat that heavily emphasizes parrying. Additionally, the soundtrack is great stuff, and it is well worth a listen if you do like the theme. Catherine Fuller Body is here with a new low price, 70% off. I'm a massive fan of this game and the Fuller Body edition. It takes the base game and then adds in an entirely new character and story arc. While some players enjoyed the additional content, others felt it affected the pacing a little too much. Personally, I found it to be a great addition. Now this game, it revolves around a unique puzzle concept where you must climb blocks in your nightmares to escape from evil. The story here, the unfaithful are being killed in their dreams, and this is that nightmare. It pays a big focus to the narrative, and that is a good thing. It is incredible stuff. And this new version then includes some Persona characters as well. Just a quick warning with this one, it is definitely adult content. Rogue Legacy 2 is an easy recommendation for fans of the original or those that enjoy roguelite experiences. With persistent upgrades and a new character in each run, the game offers a consistently changing experience, and you'll be building a kingdom to support your journey along the way. The combat and the platforming mechanics here are incredible, the boss battles are definitely a highlight, and the visuals, they've received this stunning hand-drawn upgrade, compared to that original, and they look absolutely incredible. I think this is a gem of a game, and I don't feel like it gets all of that much attention. This new low price then, 25% off, it may just be enough for many of you to jump in, and I promise you, you will not regret it. Inscryption is a recent release from Devolver Digital. It's quickly become a personal favourite of mine. While I won't spoil anything today, I can tell you it starts off as a roguelike deck builder, but it evolves into something more with its progression and mechanics. Now this new low price, 35% off, is well worth it in my opinion, and the story is dark stuff. It begins with us waking up in this unusual world. We're trapped in a cabin with a menacing figure that wants to kill us. The cards were dealt, however, they hold us secrets, they can talk, and we'll even navigate the location escape room style. Along the way though, deck build, uncover the mystery, and watch that tension build. I highly recommend experiencing Inscryption for yourself, but just be a little cautious around watching spoiler heavy videos or reviews. As a kind of quick plug here, I guess, my review below completely avoids them. Hades is back, matching the low with 50% off, and this is an incredible roguelike experience as you journey through the depths of hell, facing challenging encounters, mastering weapons, and leveling up your character to escape this location. It also offers a huge amount of gameplay and replayability, with some players I know clocking in well over 100 hours. My weapon of choice here is the sword, but it's definitely fun to experiment with other styles. I still can't get used to ranged, and yeah, it comes highly recommended. You already know that as well though, because most people out there love this game. It is exciting to hear a sequel is on the way, and hopefully that will reach the Switch. Dead Cells is back, matching the low with 50% off. I can confidently say Dead Cells is a top tier roguelike game presented in a 2D style with some of the best combat and exploration. It's simply fast paced and expertly executed. It's also influenced a huge number of games since its initial release, and with good reason. I liked it so much I picked up a physical copy and I still return to it frequently. It's worth noting as well that this is just the base game. You can find additions on the eShop though that include a DLC, so they may be worth a look if you want to part with some extra cash. These add additional locations to traverse on your journey, and I've enjoyed them all personally. There was even a Castlevania DLC, which I definitely didn't see coming. Dark Souls Remastered is here, then it goes on sale maybe a couple of times a year at most, and it includes the main game as well as the DLC. Expect here though the trademark dark fantasy world where you unlock hidden passages to make progression a little bit easier, while also mastering a stamina-based combat system. The enemies in this world are just lethal and they will finish you off swiftly. Then players can customize their playstyle as well, using hundreds of unique weapons, armor, magic and crafting combinations. The multiplayer mode built in then supports up to 6 players as well, and this caters to various motivations, whether that's collaboration or confrontation or support, betrayal, and yeah, this is just a must play. I'd love to see other entries come to the Switch as well. It is, in my opinion, long overdue. It's 50% off then, matching the low, and honestly, look, it's always the same price as it is in frequent sales. Alien Isolation is an exceptional game, and the Switch version is often considered one of the very best. It is a first-person survival horror game with a strong emphasis on stealth, and we'll be playing as Ripley's daughter, embarking on a mission to uncover the truth about our mother's disappearance. The game takes place in a station where a black box containing potential answers was discovered. However, unfortunately, this station is now infested with hostile aliens and unfriendly local androids. I was impressed with the game upon its initial release, and it continues to impress me to this day. It is back then matching the low with 25% off, and I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but that is because it had a permanent price drop from $40 to $20. Alright, so Persona fans, now is the perfect opportunity to complete your collection, as nearly all of the Persona titles are currently on sale for the Switch. We get the Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden Bundle that is currently available at a new low price, 25% off. Now if you do already own one of these games, you'll also find the individual titles on sale. However, if you don't, I highly recommend grabbing the bundle if you don't have them, as it offers the best value. Personally, Persona 4 Golden is my favourite in the series, and I highly recommend it if you only want one to play. Persona 4 Arena Ultimax then is a fighter spin-off for the Persona series featuring beloved characters from Persona 4 and Persona 3. While it may not be a mainline entry, I think fans like me will love it. The only warning here is the story mode. It is a visual novel, and you really need experience with Persona 3 and 4 to get the most out of it. The game looks incredible, although that's the design and the animations, and then the gameplay modes are accompanied by this deep combat system. It is back, matching the low with 50% off. Persona 5 Strikers is an incredible spin-off that blends together the beloved Persona formula alongside warrior-style combat, and it's just got great storytelling, stunning visuals, unforgettable soundtrack, just basically well worth your time. In the story, the Phantom Thieves, they embark on a road trip across Japan during a summer vacation. Along the way though, explore dungeons and of course dive into battle against corrupt forces. With its new low price then, 70% off, this comes highly recommended from me. But if you do like your RPGs, the one thing I will say is you should be playing Persona 5 first. Now sadly, the Royal Edition is not on sale currently. If not though, look, you don't like RPGs, that is fine, you can still play this standalone, but I will warn you, it is still a near non-stop flow of dialogue. Our first winner of the week then, it's going to Neil, who managed to keep himself from spending, so congrats on the win. Drop me an email for the $10 eShop gift card, and everyone else, there's a second winner coming up here shortly in the video. Have a Nice Death is a must-play for fans of roguelikes. As an overworked death, we are exhausted, and our objective is to bring our unruly employees to order so we can finally enjoy a well-deserved vacation. The boss encounters in this game are intense, and the world is filled with context and impressive abilities that make exploration and combat incredibly satisfying. With each run, you unlock new weapons, spells, even get an employee performance review that provides ongoing rewards for future attempts. The game also offers useful shortcuts to key moments, although I will say they should be used strategically. You don't want to jump too far ahead with zero perks. While there are some instances of cheap attacks and occasional stutters, I still really enjoyed it. I love the visual style too, and it's 20% off a new low price. Tormented Souls is a horror survival game that draws inspiration from classic Resident Evil titles, and while it initially suffered from game-breaking bugs, this has since been patched and now offers a solid port on the Switch. Basically, the game's visuals here are impressive, it runs smoothly as well on the platform, and yeah, generally the gameplay is top quality stuff. The story here, though, it revolves around receiving a mysterious note and embarking on this investigation into what appears to be a disturbing hospital. Things of course go wrong, we wake up missing an eye, and we are naked in a bathtub. It's definitely a bad day. But yeah, that sets the stage for a journey now filled with monsters and uncovering the truth about this location. The game features old school static camera angles, and even tank controls are available for those seeking a nostalgic experience. I personally can't bring myself to use them. It's a new low price then, 35% off. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 are back, matching the low price with 60% off, and this game is a prime example of how you do a remake the right way. It retains the classic control scheme and gameplay, while adding a touch of magic to the visuals, resulting in what I think is one of the best ports out there. I've been revisiting this game now since its launch, and it still holds up with the original with skaters and new additions, there's the original locations, and of course the iconic soundtrack. They definitely had to make a few tweaks for the music track list, but that is understandable, it's going to come down to those licensing issues. Overall though, it's a must-buy game, and come here for some of the best skateboarding ever seen in a video game. The multiplayer's great fun too. Tetris Effect Connected is an absolute gem. It's here matching the low with a 50% discount. Now, as someone who rarely gives perfect scores on the channel, maybe 4 or 5 in the last 5 years, I gave this game a 10 out of 10 on the channel, and I do stand by that. I think it is a masterpiece. Expect a modern take on the classic puzzle formula, featuring a story mode as well as classic options. Alongside this then, there is a multiplayer as well, and this is where the game truly shines. It offers both cooperative and competitive gameplay, and yeah, basically it's near endless replayability. I find myself returning to this game multiple times a week to this day, and yeah, it's just an easy must-buy for puzzle fans out there. Shin Megami Tensei 5 is back, matching the low with 50% off. It's another one that should be in your collection, and this RPG was a standout title for me, and it made it into my top 10 games of 2021. Despite some performance issues as well, I still think this game is incredible, and the combat utilizes the press turn system. When it comes to the story then, you awaken in a transformed Tokyo where you must fight against demons unless you choose to side with the dark. It's difficult to fully convey its greatness in a short description, so watch a fuller review, but for many, this is one of the best games on the system. Triangle Strategy is an epic strategy RPG that is highly recommended. It's packed with a fantastic storyline filled with double crossings and mysteries, and yet every decision you make here has consequences that affects you and those around you. The strategic battles then, they take place in multi-tiered battlegrounds, and commanding different units is always gonna be an absolute pleasure. I particularly like the visual style reminiscent of Octopath Traveler, and that all said, the reason I actually wanted to mention this game today is Triangle Strategy just got a free update which I do need to check out myself. It adds the ability to replay character stories as well as experience a new fully voiced chapter. 30% off then, that matches the low price. Ian is our second winner, and apologies if I'm screwing up the pronunciation there, but they highlighted the Persona games, so congrats on the win. Drop me an email for the code, and everyone else drop a comment down below for your chance in next Saturday's video. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 follows the adventure of Noah and Mio on a journey through a warring world concealing a dark secret. It's an incredibly deep RPG that features real-time combat, and you can pair up as a strategy. And yeah, this game is just stunning. The world is stunning. It's absolutely massive as well. I'm going to say this though here, like, watch a full review on this one. There was a ton of mechanics packed in here, but I'm keeping it brief as it was the biggest game of 2022, so many of you will already know about it. It is great though to see a new low price here, 30% off, And full transparency, I'm still actually trying to wrap it up myself. One day I will get there, and one day I will have a full review here on the channel. There's also a DLC pass as well. 3 waves are live already with extra content, and we can expect the final wave at some point in 2023. So will you be adding anything to the library? Let me know in the comments with that. Hit subscribe, join us here for reviews, deals, news and lists daily, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.